Hi everyone, hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano, but once again, thank you for continued support across the channel. Sharing is caring. Really do appreciate everything that you do for the growth of CoinsKid here. It's absolutely amazing. So it's all good. Thank you very much. So right now, you can't get away from the fact that Cardano is broken down. It's had a correction, just like everything else in the market. Okay, but it has found a level of support, and that level of support was given to you numerous times in this channel here. We did say that if you was to see it fall out of this particular ascending triangle right here and lose this level of support, then you potentially see it roll over and come down to this key level of support right here where it does need to hold. And as you can see, it's come down, it's wicked below it, it's got that nasty wick below it, but you can see it's got brought back up, it's at a level of resistance, and it's starting to come back down. And yeah, it's holding at the moment, so that's good. And potentially, you know, we did say if it was to lose that level of support, you could open a short trade from there down to that key level of support, and that was a 16% short opportunity for you that took that trade on. Congratulations, well done. So right now, always anticipate a bounce off support. When it comes down, always have cheeky bids on support. Okay, on any support, EMAs, whatever, you'll always see it fall through and at least get a bounce off support. So right now, off that support, Cardano is up almost 3%, which is good. It's showing signs of a recovery, but it's not quite out of the woods yet. And I want to show you right now where another level of support is. If you was to see it lose 0.98 and start to capitulate any more, then I'll show you exactly where you would expect it to bounce and put some cheeky bids in, because this is what we do on the channel. We show you key levels of support and key levels of resistance. But right now, I want to reassure you, it's perfectly healthy what it's doing. Okay, it's perfectly healthy. It's got very overextended, and basically it's looking for a level of consolidation, in my opinion. It doesn't mean the bull market's over. You've not got that signal yet. Okay, you've not got that signal. If we look at the daily time frame right now, you can see that you are losing the daily EMAs, but it's still relatively healthy because you were very overextended anyway. And what you're doing, you're falling back on a key level of support, which is the previous swing high there. Do you see that? So basically you had a touch there of that support. You create that support by the swing high and then the base level of the breakdown there before you continued, rolled over, and now you're bouncing off that key level of support. And that's what it says. You need to target key levels of support for buybacks and potential buy zones. But right now, if you do lose this key level of support, you will see a further downside for Cardano. And right now you could look at that and think, well, where is it? I'll tell you exactly where it is and where I would expect to bounce if you was to correct anymore. This is not financial advice and it might not happen, but I would most definitely think that you would get supported by that yellow line right there. Okay, if Cardano was to correct any more and come down, put some cheeky bids on that yellow line, and that currently sits at 85 because it would bounce there. You can see you've not actually touched it, and in my opinion it's almost like it's asking for it or begging for it. If it doesn't come down, okay, like this, and come down and breaks down out of this 0.98 and collapse anymore, then what you could anticipate here is a level of consolidation for Cardano where it goes sideways and it allows this 20 EMA on the weekly time frame to catch up with it. It will allow the 55 to get more healthier like that. And again, if you just look at the previous chart here, if you look at the chart, you can see how many times Cardano has actually touched that yellow line on the weekly time frame. Okay, when it formed a bullish cross on the 22nd of June in 2020 last year, that was your big buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid, just there. That's your big buy and go to the signal. Okay, your sell and go to the beach signal is the bearish cross on the weekly time frame. When it does that, that's when you sell and go to the beach. Okay, not financial advice. So right now Cardano is holding well. It's gone up, it's got overextended, anyone can see that, and it's rolling back to test key levels of support. Job done. It's not rocket science, and you can see if it holds support like it has here. Let's creep this up a bit, make it look healthier. So you can see rolled over, overextended, rolled over. What did it do? Back test support for continuation, just like here. It's rolled over, back tested, actually fell through there on the 55. I mean, look at that for an entry. Look at that for an entry. You know, of confirmation. If you wasn't buying here and it's rolled up, you'll always see this as well. You'll always see this on any time frame. When things create bullish crosses, they tend to roll over and the back test of support. This is what I say to you about when it gets overextended, wait for a back test of support before you enter. And right now, if you're not involved in Cardano and you're looking to enter, wait for the rollover because it may come, and the back test of support, and especially the kiss off of 55. If that comes, that's golden, and it bounces. What an opportunity. So that's basically Cardano. It's breaking down, it's testing key level support. I want to reassure you, you're still in a bull market. There's no signals of the bull market being over yet, and it's perfectly healthy. I know I keep saying that, people think I'm mad, but it is perfectly healthy. Okay, You've not got no bearish cross yet, and you can see, look how extended these EMAs are. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at that and think that's a little bit overextended. You know, it's looking for that level of consolidation where it does something like this, because it's got overextended, rolls over, falls back and tests support before going on making new swing highs, swing lows, swing highs, overextended, falls back testing support before it goes on making new highs and swing lows in this bull market. And look at that, boom, to the moon. So that's Cardano. It's just a quick little update for you today, just to a level of reassurance that you are still bullish and there's no need to panic and run for the hills yet. You've not got no signals to suggest otherwise. The major signal, okay, is when you start falling through the EMAs on the weekly time frame, you start coming down and you're losing them. Okay, then you sort of check and think, okay, all right, I see what's going on here. We could potentially enter in a bit of a bear market here. Until you get that signal, no, it's looking golden for back tests of support and continuation for Cardano there. So do I have any trades for you? Potentially, I've just given you one if you see a further breakdown. Do anticipate that it would come down to this weekly 20 EMA, because you can see in this correction right now, you've wicked down, but you've not actually found base with it yet. So like I said to you, you may just sort of, if it doesn't break down anymore and loses this near 0.98, okay, if it stays above 0.98, do expect a level of consolidation. Bit boring, bit going sideways, might come up at its head on something, because it looks to me like it's begging for a retest of this yellow line, which is a 20 EMA on the weekly time frame there. So you might get that eventually. That's Cardano. Stay strong, stay safe, and most importantly, stay tuned. And I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Bye bye.